Okay, first off, I do apologize if there's gonna be any, Facebook sounds. It's just a little warning. It's probably not yours, it's probably mine. Either way, hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay on the channel Light Cloud TV, where we love to learn the game, but we're not learning anything just quite yet. We're just gonna see Warcraft played by both CZE.Cechi, who's gonna be spawning as the light blue undead player in the bottom left, and his opponent Dhc's.Yumiko, who's going to be spawning as the pink human player on the top right. Now, I don't know why I set my motto as love to learn the game. I honestly love learning how to play new games, and yeah, I mean, like, wouldn't it be nice to share that, I guess, passion for that, learning, but not just quite yet. When I increase my subscriber base and, get a little accustomed to what I usually do, then maybe I would try to do something like Day 9 for StarCraft, but, in the Warcraft 3 scene. Even though Warcraft is not really as active as it should, even though it's a, like, 12-year-old game. 12-year-old game? Or it might be more, I don't know, maybe 11, maybe I'm thinking too much. Either way, Cechi is going to go for a Death Knight halfway completed. Cechi also placed down a graveyard after that Tome of Relics, so we are definitely going to see Crypt Fiends over Ghouls. I mean, last time in the previous series we saw him in Game 2 go for Mass Ghouls, and it didn't turn out so well. So yeah, I believe the series is 1-0 favoring Cechi, I believe. Might be wrong, but I have no memory because I've been studying lately, so yeah, like a lot of things is pushed and jumbled, I guess, memories on my mind. Either way, Archmage out for Yumiko. He is going to creep out this somewhat green creep camp. 333 +2 ring of protection has been picked up. Not the best item, especially since ring of protection can't really mitigate any damage from spells, which is basically where most of Cechi's I guess burst damage will be coming from, with that Death Coil and Frost Nova. Either way, these two footmen are going to spot this and possibly chase this Death Knight away. Very nice long distance Death Coil right there. I was very surprised I actually reached it.
Player's forces are under attack.
But I might just be, overestimating the range, because I am watching this replay on a smaller monitor than I usually play Warcraft. Either way, Null Overseer is looking to be cleared. I mean, this guy's the one with the items, so why not? I mean, the other two creeps have been taken care of, so yeah, we might see that item being picked up. Death Knight not gonna go for a Death Coil just quite yet. He does have the mana, but I think he's just trying to measure the damage. There we go with that Death Coil, and he is closer to level 2. However, the item he so desperately wanted has been picked up by the Archmage, and that item is indeed a valuable item early on. It's a +6 claws of attack, basically increasing damage flat out. And yeah, I mean, Archmage definitely would love. Archmage would definitely love to keep those. But honestly, Cechi really needed that for his Lich in the mid to late game when he finally gets to tier 2, which I believe he is going for right now. Yes, he is. He's also pumping out Crypt Fiends. He does have one out in the field so far. Another one is moving on in. But the Death Knight is dangerously low. He needs to be careful right here. 75 health. Gloves of Haste as well has been picked up from this orange creep camp, as well as Yumiko establishing himself and an expansion. So, Archmage is looking to be a damage dealer as he normally should be, but usually Archmage is usually not effective because of how predictable they can be. But who knows, maybe this Archmage might deal more damage than he should. Maybe going for a retrain on Blizzard, perhaps.
A player's forces are under attack.
But mostly unlikely. We just see that if the player is actually really harassive, and knowing Yumiko, he's not as harassive as he usually should. By the way, Lich is moving on out. Couple more seconds until he is greeted with the world. Yumiko still hasn't gotten anything going on for him. He does have his expansion, so that is a thing. Possibly going to move on to Keep Tick as soon as he gets the resources. I mean, he's got a fair amount of footmen already. Archmage almost reaching level 3, maybe one more skeleton might give it. And yeah, level 3 right there. Very nice. Very nicely done. Unfortunately, Cechi was giving his opponent experience, and experience you do not want to give. Death Knight gonna take quite a bit of feedback damage on that arcane tower. You can see about 50 mana points has been
A player's forces are under attack.
I guess just how do I say it, drained. Yeah, I guess drain's a word. Okay, so the Lich is out. Not sure whether or not he's gonna get Frost Armor like he did in game 1, or he's gonna keep that Frost Nova. Now, Frost Armor is basically seen versus humans and orcs just because of their, you know, melee units. The grunts and footmen basically. But the Frost Armor does not damage, or at least reflect, or do any kind of thorn damage. That's Thorn's aura, by the way. So yeah, not, in my honest opinion, I don't think it's that valuable, especially since you can like purchase units like Grok Golems or something like that. Like in this map, for instance. By the way, I'm surprised that Yumiko has not hired himself a high priest in his own creep camps. So yeah, usually we see that with human players. Not so much with undead, as you know, they usually have their own healer, i.e. the Death Knight. Yumiko is rather established himself in his expansion, even though this is not, you know, the best expansion to defend. As you can see here, there's 2 entry points right here, and of course there's just a wide entrance overall. And I believe a TP scroll has been used. Not sure why, as he just placed down that sacrificial skull, so meh, I don't know. But the Archmage has a very nice item. He has a Sobi Mask, which increases mana regeneration by 50%. So yeah, that's kind of important, especially since he can get out a Mountain King or a Panda. It depends on what he wants, but basically it's just increased mana regeneration. Archmage so far has a very good hero start. Lich is at level 2, Death Knight is at level 2, almost level 3, but Yumiko is almost at level 4 with his Archmage, as well as closely getting a second hero as soon as his keep has finished. Another sacrificial skull has been used over here. Whether or not we will see an expansion is kind of curious. Now, the way I say expansions for undead players are curious, like I said in my old channel, it's because they gotta pay extra. So if you don't know, unlike Night Elves, which, you know, also need to tangle the gold mine, undead players need to purchase this haunted gold mine. It's about at least 200 gold, maybe 210, as well as this necropolis, which is basically the average price of a town center. So yeah, kind of discourages undead players from expanding, basically. So yeah, that's a thing. Of course, you don't have to make this necropolis, but if you don't, then you really can't teleport anywhere. Cechi's gonna GG, as he knows he is so behind. A very, very good decision by Cechi. I mean, his opponent got his expansion, going to tier 3, and he just can't do anything. Either way, hope you guys enjoy. I am starting to make those custom thumbnails, or at least just copy and paste those thumbnails. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time on Game 3. Bye bye.